Hey everybody, today it's a beautiful sunny Saturday. I'm standing out here in a great Kansas City neighborhood. See how deep the lots are here. Here to go ahead and take some preliminary finish videos of what's really kind of turned into one of our showcase homes here. This one is at 906 East 117th. Originally it was a 2-bed, 1.5 bath. This is our second dumpster because of all the removal that we've had to do. Tremendous amount of improvements on this property to begin with. This is an attached garage, and property values in this neighborhood dictate that we go ahead and punch in that third bedroom, and property values in this neighborhood definitely warrant it. This is a complete makeover, and I wanted to go ahead and shoot this video for our own purposes and for the purpose of the client, who is our buyer on this. Have a little bit better idea as to the extent of the rehab that we're doing. We've already put a new roof on this property. What we've used what they refer to as architectural shingles. It's not a cheap 3-tab product. These are called dimensional shingles. As you can see, there's 5 tabs on it. They're raised and unraised, and it's got multiple colors to it. Let's see if we can't get a little bit better idea of what we're working with here. Pan up to this roof right here. As you can see, there's many colors in this. This is a very expensive product. This is a retail home. We've got some gutter work to do here still on the outside, but for the most part, the outside has pretty well been taken care of. Now, this is a property that was way under code, but it's, you know, when you get right down to it, it's what we like to call a turd in a great neighborhood. You know, we've got beautiful, big, sprawling brick properties, large backyards, everything's manicured. We decided to go ahead and go all the way on this. We needed to. And let's go ahead and look at the extent of a rehab on this. We don't have any power yet here. We've been working on this house for quite some time. To take everything to code, this is a brand new meter box. This is where the electrical service comes in off of the street. Here's our power pole over here. And we're going to go ahead and do a lot of tree trimming. As you can see, there's a lot of branches obstructing between here and the service in the house. So we've got our copper ground, utility box, there's a meter can, and we've got rigid pipe. That basically is a brand new mast and a brand new weatherhead. This is where the power is going to be coming into the home, through that meter right there, and the wires that are hanging out, or through the mast right there with the wires hanging through it. So really what we've got is we've got brand new service in this. And many homes that we do have an updated electrical system. Many have updated plumbing. Quite often we have to go in and make some additional upgrades or fix the upgrades that are already there. A lot of the upgrades are done prior to the fact, and that doesn't mean that they're to code today. Let's go ahead and walk inside this house and let's get a better idea of what we're working with. Alright, here's the front room, but what happens is out at the far side of the house, that wire comes all the way across, had to be double strapped. Got nice vaulted ceilings here in the kitchen. And this is where we're roughing in a third bedroom. And what we've got here, we've got our new electric service. And we're going to take a peek here because every single wire coming into this panel into the service is brand new. Every single wire. We have to go through a very extensive city process. Very rigid inspection process. While we're here, let's go ahead and take a peek at this. What we've done here is we've got a closet roughed in. We cannot complete the drywall until we've had our mechanicals inspection. There's a nice pop-out double-hung window. If you look, if you see that big white line that's coming into the house, that right there is our water service. So we've got brand new pipe coming all the way into the house. This is going to be our laundry service over here, a brand new drain. And as you can see, everything in this house is completely brand new. There's more water lines. The red is our hot lines. Here's where it ties into our lines going back inside of the house, and there's another bathroom that's behind here. You'll see some wires, some hose hanging here. This is where our hot water tank's going to be, and we needed to go ahead and have all this done before we call in the inspection. We did call in an inspection, and I'm going to go ahead and walk through a little bit so we have a little bit better idea. This is one of the bigger projects that we have. Because of the diligence of ourselves here on the ground, our partners, as well as our contractors, went ahead and bit the bullet. We have a second half bathroom here with a beautiful sink, brushed nickel fixtures, new toilets gone in, hardwood laminate. You can't really tell, but right here we've got beautiful slate floors, but the place is absolutely filthy because of the amount of construction that's been done in here. Now, there's a beautiful new countertops. Let's go ahead and take a peek here. The bigger one on the right that you're looking at is what we call a GFCI. Same thing here. What those are is that is basically ground control or grounded outlet, so that should something happen between here and a water source like the stainless steel sink with the, again, brushed nickel fixture on it, or with the brushed nickel faucets, custom handled turn-ons, if ever anything happens here, electrical appliance falls in, we don't want it to blow the power for the whole house. So what that does, if you look closely here, there's a button right here, and that's a breaker inside of the outlet. Let's take a peek here. As I mentioned, all the wiring in this property is brand new. We have vaulted ceilings. As a result of having to tear all the walls out, as you can see, we've had to completely re-drywall the entire house. As mentioned, this is the biggest scope of work that we're going to get involved with, and they don't get any bigger than that. New wiring here. Now, we had called an inspection. We got delayed by a period of time, and the reason why is that we have to do what they call a hard wire on smoke detectors. This right here is our light fixture. This right here has to be a hard wired, in other words, wired electrically to the panel box, fire alarm. That also includes a battery backup. They're expensive. They're not easy to install. Again, every plug, every light, every circuit in the entire home is brand spanking new. Again, we have to go ahead and have a little bit of access so that the inspector can see the branch wiring that we put in. So we've got, of course, brand new, brand spanking new drywall and brand new insulation behind every piece of drywall in this home. Again, here's where our main light's going to be. Here's our AC vents. So as mentioned, everybody, this is a very, very big rehab. There's going to be another video that's shot here later this week, and believe it or not, as soon as we have these mechanicals come in, where we're at on this is we're going to go ahead and shoot mud and texture all the walls and all the ceilings in here. Beautiful, gorgeous fireplace with fieldstone all the way around. And it runs all the way up to the ceiling. Very nice custom touch. Again, there's new plugs. Now, our panel is over on this side of the home. Let's go ahead and take a peek. Again, here's what we're referring to about hardwire fire alarms. There's our lights, or our box for the light. New wire and plugs, new sockets at every junction. And here what we have right here is, you're going to look, the big wire that's coming in that's strapped to every eave going across, that's the main electric that goes to our panel at the far side of the house. All of the other ones that you're seeing, that's all branch wiring. That is all brand spanking new. We should be able to call an inspection in here tomorrow, or excuse me, on Monday. Today's a Saturday. Here's where our light's going to go, right here. And each bedroom and the hallway has to have a hardwired box. So there you have it. Got a master bath here. It's gorgeous. New toilet. High-end vanity. slate tile floors and tile. Very nice custom tile that runs all the way from the floor 3/4 of the way up the wall to a custom border. There's our shower. That's all the way up to the ceiling. Brushed nickel fixtures. Brushed nickel fixtures. And the bathroom even has little tile shelves that have been installed in here. Again, just a really nice little custom touch. And let's take one more look. There's our new water lines. New branch wiring, all electrical. Let's go to our last bedroom here. Hardwired smoke detector. And that was discovered after the fact when they came in and changed the city code on us. There's we brought our new wires down from the ceiling all the way down to, you got it, brand new plugs and outlets throughout the entire house. This one we still have to put the wire on. So what's going to end up happening in this house come Monday, we anticipate having our inspection done. After that's all over and done with, then we complete the drywall that we have here that we had to leave out so that they could see the branch wiring and the hard wiring systems. We're going to be doing a walkthrough in this house probably in about 6-7 days. As soon as we get the okay, we're going to fire that up, install a brand new furnace and air conditioning system. At the same time the HVAC is going in, we're running this whole job on generators at this point in time. After all those components have been installed, by Tuesday we should be running our running all of our last pieces of drywall. And in addition to the new drywall, we're going to have to go in and we're going to blow texture on the ceilings. After that, basically what we need to do, folks, we've got to put down flooring, do a good cleanup, and this is going to be a fantastic house. We got a little bit of outside work that needs to be done, and some exterior landscape. But for the most part, this is, in effect, about as brand new as a house is going to get. There we got a better look at the dimensional shingles. As you can see, they're very, very nice. High-end product. We are not willing to go and cut corners on these properties. The properties that we manufacture, we have every intent and purpose for these lasting for the duration of the mortgage. There will be some maintenance sometimes, but as long as we can go ahead and go to the extremes with the renovations and the rehabs that we do, that's going to ensure low maintenance cost over the years to come. Again, that, by the way, is our second full dumpster. The first one, that's called a 20-yard dumpster. The first one was twice as tall. Just for the amount of tear out that we needed to do, all the wallpaper, all the drywall, had plaster in a lot of different areas. So this is going to be a fantastic house. We should have this one ready. Hard to tell by looking at it, but we should be in a closing in this thing probably in about 8 to 10 days. And this property is going to list for somewhere in the 110 to 119 range. And again, we do not cut corners here. And we're going to make sure that we turn over as good a product as we possibly can instead of cutting corners and trying to save time and give a substandard product. Thanks.